ways you can find. Glad to see that I could help make your life a bit easier. But have you ever thought of how I felt? You need to think about your behavior.
Indeed, it's Thursday, boys and girls. I haven't forgotten. Hope you haven't forgotten. It is Butch On Sports. This is simply Butch speaking to you on a Thursday evening. And as always, thanks for tuning in, boys and girls, ladies and gents, friends and foes, dogs and cats. I can keep going on here, but I won't here. We'll give you some sports news that you can't get enough of. Believe it or not, the Detroit Tigers are all in town today as they're getting ready for the caravan. Yes, the bus rider caravan throughout the state of Michigan, all except the Upper Peninsula, and I don't know why they don't go up to the Upper Peninsula as well as part of the state. But that's another question that needs to be answered, and I'll ask that question further down the line here. So maybe they won't forget. There's two portions of the state. In the meanwhile, Detroit Tigers announced today that the club has claimed infielder right-handed pitcher Khalid Caldwell off the waivers from the Seattle Mariners. Caldwell, 26 years of age, spent the 2018 season with the Los Angeles Angels organization and splitting the year with AAA Salt Lake and again the Los Angeles Angels. Yeah, I did mention that caravan. The board caravan will be in the area throughout the city of Detroit and various cities throughout the state. And I just mentioned the Upper Peninsula and stuff there. I don't understand that. Why that don't jump off. But again, who am I, huh? We'll check that on out. It's not the first time I kind of brought up something that kind of embarrassed the organization, but somebody got to do it. Guess it'll be me here. The Super Bowl, upcoming there, media schedule for the AFC Championship New England Patriots and the NFC champion Los Angeles Rams in Atlanta. They'll be arriving in the city at 4:25. New England will be, by the way. Their Patriots arrive. There'll be some photo opportunities, and nobody's going to talk to nobody. And at 7:40 in the evening from the Los Angeles Rams, they arrive. Of course, they'll be taking pictures and no interviews, of course, there. And, of course, Monday night is Super Bowl opening night from the State Farm Arena. That's in downtown Atlanta. From 7:10 to 8:10, the Los Angeles Rams will be up there interviewing and taking photos with players and coaches and stuff like that there. And from 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock, the New England Patriots photo interview sessions with all the players and coaches. They will be having at it. That'll be on Monday, this upcoming Monday. I know you don't want to miss that, boys and girls. No one does, huh? Speaking of football, if you're into science project, a 10-year-old kid, Ace Davis from Lexington, Kentucky, created a science project about Tom Brady. I guess you ask yourself, what can you do scientifically about Tom Brady? You'd be surprised what this kid did, and he won the competition with this ideal in mind. Some people think that Brady is the greatest quarterback to ever live. According to Ace, he went in a different direction. He created a science project to prove that Tom Brady, is the cheater of the world. Yeah. Ace sought out to prove that Brady was a cheater through science. He wanted to show that a deflated football gave Brady a competitive edge and an advantage. On his poster that he did for a science project, he also included some experience where he did with his mom and sister. Each of them threw a football at various inflations, and he measured the distance of each one and calculated the average. He found that the least inflated footballs, traveled the farthest, therefore giving Brady a competitive edge. And of course, he included more than his own on his poster. He used Brady's deflated gate memoir, a picture of Brady crying, a picture of Brady making weird faces, and for good measure, Ace added a picture of himself in a football uniform, and just like Tom Brady did, and also Brady with a giant, looking like a green giant. Of course, Ace put a green check mark above his picture versus a red X on Tom Brady. Congratulations to Ace Davis for that magnificent science project on proving that Tom Brady's a cheater. Should I go on with the show or not here? I don't know. Yeah, I might just mess it up from there. The Baltimore Ravens announced on Thursday they have signed head coach John Harbaugh for a 4-year contract extension. His previous contract was up at the end of the year. However, Harbaugh's job during the middle of the season was reported in perils or in trouble. Take it for what it's worth. They thought he was in trouble, but of course with a rookie quarterback Jackson, and some great play, the Ravens were in the playoffs over the Pittsburgh Steelers, who held the doggone rain all year long until the last week of the season. Oh well, that was a good one. I had to throw that one in there. Detroit Red Wings announced today that they have signed defenseman Philippe Hornets to the to the to the room in Grand Rapids. There, yeah, to the room, to the club in Grand Rapids. He spent only 23 games with the Red Wings this season. He's been flipped up and down throughout the year there. Detroit Mercy, Michigan State was playing tonight here. I haven't gotten a score on that yet, and I don't know why. So I'll check on that why I am messing around here. University of Detroit Mercy basketball team will hit the road for a majority of the next 4 weeks. They're starting off with a trip in Chicago to battle with UIC Flames on Thursday tonight. That is the game, and I haven't gotten the score on that one either. And it's after 10 o'clock, so that game should be over. I'll be checking around for that particular as well. Titans at least now 5-2 until we get the final score in from that particular game. The best start of 5-2 since 2009, 2010. They've been getting that streak where they play 7 games of the next 9 games on the road. That's going to be tight for the Titans. Second time this season they'll go through 9-game stint with just only 2 home contests. They did that earlier this year, and of course their record does not reflect on it. Of course here as well. It does not, because the overall record is under 500. Detroit Pistons are going to recognize the championship anniversaries of the 30th year anniversary of the back-to-back championship to be recognized on March the 30th against the Portland Trailblazers, who will be in town, and the 15th anniversary of the 2004 championship to be recognized on April the 7th versus Charlotte. So those are 2 games that you get to see the Stars. Of course, in the back-to-back recognition, 89-90, Ben Lambier, all the players look like they have committed to show up, including the 2004 Detroit Pistons. All those particular individuals have also committed to show up, including Joe Dumars. So that ought to be pretty doggone good indeed. Hopefully, by that point in time, the Pistons have a new attitude in playing basketball, because I saw them last night. Although they did win without a Davis in the lineup for New Orleans, Pistons just getting by the Pelicans. Just getting by. And I saw at the end of the game some stupid crap that, you know what, you can see why, you can definitely see why some things are, people don't take things seriously. As Blake Griffin was getting interviewed last night on the local network, and Reggie Jackson come in there trying to photobomb the thing that completely looked like he looked like an ass. I hate to use that language and that word, and I apologize for ones who are sensitive of the language, but he did look just like that. I can see why the concentration, and Blake Griffin had made some valid points why this clown in his interview here, which was Jackson, was making a buffoon of himself. And Blake Griffin was explaining that he was not happy. Even though we did win, how we lose leads and have to really kind of buckle up. Of course, Blake Griffin is about only one of, Andre Drummond right now on concussion protocol is the other, who's basically been playing flawless basketball throughout the season and playing overtime, undertime, all kind of duty for everyone who fails on the Detroit Pistons, giving them some support. And I mean, the other players got to stop kicking their heads out of their rear and thinking they got everything made. But of course, that's the management and that's the coaches who, I don't know, got to somewhat be able to click to those particular individuals. And those are 10 of them to get in there and give support to the players. I mean, this is not what you call, all this isolation crap the Pistons give instead of getting down there and working together, making some movement, doing some things, instead of taking these three-pointers that they look like clowns with, taking a two-point shot that they know they can make and be in position to kind of stand out there and make a shot instead of looking like they're missing a shot. And above all, playing hardy defense, which they seem to forget in the second half of the game, for exception of those two I just mentioned. And that's Drummond and Griffin. Every now and then Stanley Johnson might appear, but not too often this year. I tell you right now. Pistons are going in a warehouse blues here. It really is. Warehouse. Let me move on with LeBron James and Giannis Antetokounmpo. Have been named for the All-Star game as captains. Those two are leading vote getters from each conference as well. The All-Star game was named Thursday, today. The two will draft All-Stars on February the 7th from a pool of starters named Thursday, and the reserves, which will be announced on January the 31st. Coaches will select the reserves from the Eastern and Western Conference. I'll give you the starters right now. Kyrie Irving from Boston. Kemba Walker from the Charlotte Hornets. So you can be on a subpar basketball team and still make the All-Star team. Well, Kemba Walker has been great this year. Giannis of Milwaukee Bucks. Kawhi Leonard of the Raptors, and Joe Embiid of the Philadelphia 76ers space out the front court or the forwards and the centers for the East. And for the Western Conference, of course, the guards are Steph Curry of Golden State. James Harden of the Rockets. We'll talk more about him in a moment. LeBron James of the Los Angeles Lakers, who haven't played a dime this year, and that upsets me because you know what? The All-Star game is tainted when you, although he's been great for many years, to steal a position away from another player who's done more and you've done less. It's just totally indignant here. Maybe he'll just be a captain and keep some clothes on here instead of playing. Paul George, Oklahoma City Thunder, and Kevin Durant of Golden State rounds out the starters for the West Division or the West Conference for the All-Star game here. It really looks, and I'll tell you about James Harden. Last 5 games, he's averaged 51.5 points a game. Of course, last night it was flooded and he scored 61 points. Yes, 61 points at Madison Square Garden. So that was pretty cool indeed, especially for him. You know, everybody likes to be cool when they get in New York. And of course, the bad news that we received in basketball is Indiana Pacers officially made it official on when that All-Star Victor Oladipo will require season-ending surgery after suffering a non-contact knee injury there. Oladipo was carried out on a stretcher as his knee was just basically so much out of punch or looked that bad that the trainer put a towel over it. I mean, his leg was everywhere. One leg, that is. And this was against the Toronto Raptors, which, by the way, Indiana ended up winning the game, which is cool. Which is cool. Well, it won't be long for that NBA break that we'll be looking forward to. Red Wings are on break right now here, the All-Star break, and because you get the Saturday night All-Star game, skill competitions and stuff will be Saturday night. Of course, the All-Star game will be on Sunday for the NHL. And, of course, the NFL will have their All-Star game exactly next Sunday as well in Orlando. Of course, they're having a skill competition right now that I don't care to be watching because right downtown Detroit at Little Caesars Arena is the United States Figure Skating Championship, which right now I'm taking a view to. All the pretty ladies and gentlemen that are out there skating themselves to death till Sunday when they check out the winners. And probably a lock to get into the Olympics for the United States of America in 2020. Which should be pretty doggone cool indeed. It won't be long, but all this weekend, downtown Detroit, some great skaters down there. If you get a chance to go down there, you haven't bought a ticket yet, maybe some tickets available, because I'm looking at a lot of empty seats out here in Little Caesars Arena for the Thursday skating extravaganza for these skaters to show their worth and try to make the Olympic squad. A lot of goodies. And I kind of we'll have hopefully the results of that on the Sunday's Butch On Sports, which will be a wee bit early on Sunday here, around about 7 o'clock. Hopefully be posted for you. And we'll try to get things out of the way. Why? Because the relevancy of those 2 All-Star days I mentioned, and also this is relevant. I will watch that, of course, and get some goodies with that. But the Royal Rumble, yes, the Royal Rumble will be in session this Sunday. Of course, they invade at the smaller arena, the basketball arena, they'll have the junior league of WWE performing the night before. It's a pretty good match. If you ever get to watch it or have some time to watch it, watch that because those upcoming wrestlers to the WWE comes right out of that shoot. And be some doggone good matches there. Really some good matches there. Wrestlers trying to prove themselves that they can take it to get up in the Major League of Wrestling there. Some stay, some go. But I'd take a gamper of that indeed there. But WrestleMania, Brock Lesnar against, and I don't know how that become so relevant there. Finn Balor. Of course, about a month ago, WWE announced that they're going to put the matches that people want to see, and Finn Balor has been ignored tremendously from him winning the first championship, taking almost a year off to get himself together from injury from that particular match, and coming back and just slopped around. You know, they got to think of something better. Of course, there'll be the Intercontinental Championships. AJ Styles going to be cooking it up with Daniel Bryan for one of the Raw, not the SmackDown WWE Championship there. I just mentioned Lesnar and Finn Balor. Ronda Rousey and Sasha Banks will be one of the championship, and the others, pledge of the pedestal, Asuka will be against the man or the woman. That's going to be a pretty doggone good deal as well. Plus the women's 30-man or 30-woman battle royal and the men's battle royal as well. You're going to see a lot of good stuff there. Much of good stuff. So, you know what? Deal what you got to deal with and kind of get yourself together here and enjoy. And enjoy some great wrestling. As always, a stepping stone to what's coming up for WrestleMania. The Elimination Chamber is next for the pay-per-views, but this one I'm going to watch here this upcoming Sunday. Neither I have nothing else to talk about in sports there, but, you know, what's going on this weekend and cold weather. But, you know, it's still some sports to be severed, you know, from all the good stuff. I did mention the Tigers Caravan will be going on downtown Detroit. You can get to that. And also the United States Figure Skating Championship, which is going on now, and I'm seeing some outstanding women skating right now here. Boy, and they look good too. Let me get off that high horse here and get on another one here because it's time for me to go. You've been listening to Butch On Sports. You can check out Butch On Sports on Facebook. Butch On Sports on Facebook. Yes, you can do that. You can also go to Podomatic.com. Type in SIMPLYBUTCHTOO.Podomatic.com and get your whiff full. Yes, get your whiff full of goodies. Because it'll be fun. I know it will be. Check me on out there. Also the game. The game show. Or ScottNason.com or Scott Nason on YouTube. Mostly all the good shows of that conglomerate. Plus those Monday shows and some of the Wednesday shows from Dave McKay all over Canada. Doing goodies there, talking about some great hockey stories there. I listened to one of the podcasts the other night. It was fantastic. Him and his crew of expertise guys here. So check those out. Check those shows out, please, including the game, which we will be on Monday. And hopefully yours truly will be on there too. You know, we've got some other things and events going on that day. Well, we'll see. Hey, I'm out of here. Again, Butch On Sports is a presentation of Oh My Darling Productions. Check out Butch On Sports on Facebook. Again, give me a like. It would be great. It would be cool. I would appreciate it.